going to do some popsicles. Now I got this inspiration from Pinterest, and it is these little popsicle heroes that are for Easter. And then here I made a carrot, yes, and the top it's out of Model Magic. Here it's supposed to be a bunny, but it's starting to look more like a cat, right? Holding a carrot. So I think we're gonna say it's a cat.
I think because you gave it black whiskers.
Yes, I think that's what happened. I guess because I gave it black whiskers. All right. So now we're going to use plaster of Paris, and with this, what I do is I use a little bit at a time, because when I use a lot, I have to work really fast with it, otherwise it will dry, and then I have to toss all of that out and start all over again. So go ahead and pour a little bit into a container. This is a plastic container, and it's actually this container, you know those microwave dinners? They come in those little bowls. Well, I actually keep those because, you know.
For stuff like this?
Yeah.
How much will put in there?
Just right now, you add like a cup.
Just a cup?
Yes, that should be like, yeah. Yeah, don't ever close that.
Sorry.
That's why I say it. So now we got here half of a cup of water, and he's going to be adding a little bit at a time, and he's going to be stirring. Best to add little at a time than to overdo it by adding a lot. Yeah, keep going. Now the consistency of it, you want it to look like, to get like that pancake consistency of it. Yeah. And this is the mold that we're going to be using. Thank you. I normally buy them at Joann's. If I do not find them at Joann's, and of course Hobby Lobby, and sometimes even Amazon. That it's little. That's not. I think that's probably you won't even get half of that. So let's add a little bit more. And yeah, okay. Do you see how this right here? This is perfect if we were to do something else. So yeah, just keep stirring so it won't dry up on you.
Okay.
And then, so I think we're gonna have to do probably two cups. And again. Too watery, because otherwise when you pour it in there it's not gonna dry. I actually made one last night because I wanted to show. This one has been sitting in there last night, and look at that. If I put my nails in there, you can see I'm marking it. Look at that. And this is because I didn't let it dry enough. I added way too much water, and then look how it came up. It's like patches of it in there.
So it is good?
Yep. So now you want to pour it in here, and you want to go as fast as you can to let it sit overnight. You just want to like tap on this.
Oh, to even it out?
Yeah, so you can even out. Yeah. If you use the spoon to like try to, it's gonna leave like little marks and bumps and what have you. So this is why I like tap on it so you can. Yeah. Now this right here, guys. I don't recommend you rinsing this out in your sink, flushing it down, because this can clog up your pipes, and that will be very expensive. So you don't want to do this. Really, what I do is if there's a lot, I toss it out in my trash bag, you know, and then toss it in the garbage. I don't really like pouring this out in my yard because it's not good for the environment. And there's another tip for you. If you let this dry into pieces, you know, big enough pieces, when you do those fake cupcakes, let this all dry overnight, and it'll become chunks. It'll be like little rocks that you can use this almost like paperweight for your cupcakes. So when you add the spray in there, you know, it's something weighting it down. I normally use like little stones. I've seen other people use actually rocks in there. It's a good way to recycle. You know what? I think I have enough here for Give me that pink one, the smallest one.
Oh.
Yeah, that right there. This is, yes. Oh wow, you actually know what this is? Without even, no.
I'm learning. You're slow learner.
No, I'm impressed because you know what it is and without even being able to tell, it's actually upside down. Now we're gonna let this sit, overnight we can, and I have actually let it sit for about 2-3 hours and it's fine, but because you know this is a video and you guys are not going to be spending the night. We already got some over here.
Samples?
Some that I did last night.
Finished product?
Yes. So we're going to make a baby chick. Valentino's going to paint this yellow, and while he's painting that, I am going to condition the yellow clay because we're going to be using clay as well.
So we're going to put it on there and just learn?
Yes.
Or
yeah. Okay, so I never done a chicken before. Not a chicken, but a chick, baby chick. So I'm just afraid that it's gonna not be a chick. It's gonna wind up being a duck. Because like this was. I seriously, you guys, I was hoping to go, I was going for a bunny, but it looked like a little kitten.
I think it's because, like I said, I think it's the whiskers, honestly, for me.
Yeah,
I've never seen a bunny with a dark whiskers before. That's usually cats.
Yeah. Well, maybe this one was playing in the dirt. This Model Magic, and you want to condition the clay really good. You know, you want to, when you spray it out like this, it tells you how that it's good to be used already. Sometimes when it sits there and you just like when you pull it, it like pops. It's that just means that you need to condition it more. Thank you. So again, because of video purposes, we're gonna continue doing this. Otherwise, well, like I said, we'll be here all night until that dries up. So what we're going to use for the eyes is this fabric paint and black for the eye. And I don't have orange. I don't know if they sell it or not. Every time I go out there and look for it, I can never seem to find it. But I do have neon. This is as close as I can get to orange when it comes to the fabric paint, neon coral. But we also have orange paint here that I think we can just go ahead and draw this. If not, then I have these markers that we can draw the beak and the little feet with. So, but first we're going to attempt to do it with the clay, and if that doesn't work, then we're going to go and use the paint. Last option will be the marker. Alright, so what we're going to make now the little hairs. So you can go ahead and make the little hairs. Now you got to try to get them all, try to be the same size. So what you want to do is get just a small little amount and make a little ball. And what you could do in order to make sure that they're all the same size is make 3 little balls, because that's what's going to be the hair. And this way you can like put them right next to each other when you're done, and make sure that they're all the same size. And like for example there, I got those 3, maybe this one is a little bit more. And then once you make the little balls, then you want to try to like roll it out to make it look like a little pill. Roll them out and make it look like that. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then just slightly bend it. You can use your fingers, like slightly bend it this way. And then on the back, you want to flatten it. So you see how this is going like in that angle to the right. And then you can just flatten it on the bottom just a little bit. And then you're just going to place this like on top. And that's going to be his little feathers. Yeah. Okay. There you go. So far what you're doing here. If you can see that there's his little feathers. We'll give you guys a closer look once he's done, so you can see. And then you can show us.
Finish what?
Yeah, she might.
Oh, she not. Oh, yeah. Okay.
She's gonna be on my next video. We're just waiting to see her schedule, and so then you guys will meet her as well. And I'm sure she's very excited. Why did I say it that way? Excited. She is. There you go. Not bad. Okay, so now we're gonna do his. Okay, so when you use this product, you want to toss this in that, like in the bag. It's in there. You always want to make sure you put the clay that you're not using away because you don't want it to dry up. So when you use fabric paint, you always, before you use it on your project, always like squirt a little bit on this side, just so if there's any air in there, it can release that, because otherwise,
Same deal.
same deal. That means it's ready. And you just want to do like this one like that, like a little small,
Rainbow.
like rainbow shape. I like it.
A face literally only a mother could love. That's why.
I know, it's cute. It's cute. I like that. Oh, okay. Here, now we're gonna do the little feet. Let's look at his little eyes there. It's cute. Okay, so you want to use, I think maybe it's best to use this one. It'll match more of the color of the beak. Okay, so now we're gonna grab a brush. Okay, this is the best way. But you see how there's some there? And since you're not gonna use a lot, you can just tap in there and just make his little 3 little lines, and that should be his feet. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, there's one thing that you always have to keep in mind. No one is born with anything, meaning with experience. Everybody has to learn. Everybody will do mistakes, and the order for you to learn is by your mistakes, you know. And this is your first time, you know, so the more you do this, obviously, the better you're gonna get at it. And I like it. He's unique. So there you go, guys. And that's his popsicle. What
Chick.
are we gonna name it?
Chicky.
Chicky. Alright, it's Chicky. Alright, and there you are, and there you have it. Well, guys, what do you think?
Fairly easy. I had a lot of fun. Got a lot more fun than I thought I would have. Definitely. When the paint dries, I'll come back to see Chicky.
Chicky. Okay, we're gonna name him Chicky.